Good day, everyone. Welcome to the Sound Archives again. My name is Christian Maiorino. I'm the host of this channel. So, if you might guess from what you see behind me here, today's episode is focused on Iron Maiden, and specifically a review of the new Iron Maiden album, Senjutsu. So, this record has been out for a couple of weeks now, and I've listened to it quite a few times, and I'm going to say that I like this one. I do enjoy it. Um, this one has the same lineup as all the albums that they've put out since Brave New World. So, of course, that would be Bruce Dickinson on vocals. Of course, he was the singer on most of those classic albums throughout the 80s. Not the original singer, but the one that fans most identify with Iron Maiden. Of course, you got Steve Harris on bass, Nico McBrain on drums, and three guitar players, Adrian Smith, Dave Murray, and Yannick Gears. So this album is produced by Kevin Shirley, who's also produced pretty much all the Maiden albums that they put out since Brave New World came out in 2000. So that's hard to believe, 21 years now. So that's pretty hard to believe that that album is that old. But anyway, on this album, you do have pretty cool album cover. Of course, you got Eddie right there with the this samurai get up here, looking ghoulish as always. You can't see it here right now, but sometimes I have the Apple iTunes download version, and sometimes when you're playing it, Eddie kind of does like this little motion with the sword. It's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm gonna get into the songs on this one. So it's a pretty long album. You got 10 songs here, clocking in at almost an hour and a half. So it's not unlike the previous album, Book of Souls. That one came out in 2015. So the first track, you got the title track, Senjutsu. So it kind of starts off with this kind of atmospheric drumming. Not a bad song. It's a long one, 8 minutes long, which is a long one to open an album with. But it's not a bad song, decent rocker. Next track, Stratego. So this one is a little bit faster pace. It's got a good guitar harmony to it. Kind of more of that galloping type of sound that you would expect from Iron Maiden. Good solo as well. And the next track you got is The Writing on the Wall. This one is kind of like this old Western movie vibe to it, like old Western meets Iron Maiden. This is the first one I believe that they put the video out for, which has this kind of animation to it. Not a bad song. To me, it sounds more like a more hard rock than metal. I think that doesn't mean it's bad. It's an okay song. There's some good guitar harmony in that one, and also some good soloing on that. Next up, you got Lost in a Lost World. Title on there kind of reminds you, it's like Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner or Stranger in a Strange Land. This one, I like the chorus in it. To me, is pretty catchy, actually. And so I've got some good harmonies to it. Kind of almost reminiscent of something that could be on Somewhere in Time, or even Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. And then you got Days of Future Past. This one's got a decent rocker of a song. Good guitar solo. Next up, Time Machine. This song is kind of a long intro to it, as do a lot of the songs on this album. But verse is really catchy on this, and even the chorus too. Again, the song, once you get into the middle, it starts to kind of gallop pretty nicely. Good guitar solo in there, about 2/3 of the way in. Next up, The Darkest Hour. This one is more of a power ballad type of song, if you will. Again, really good guitar solo on this one, which you get about 2/3 in. Next track we got is Death of the Celts. This one, the last three tracks in the album are all songs composed exclusively by Steve Harris. All really long, about 9 to 11 minutes on each of these. But the first one here, Death of the Celts, there's a cinematic feel to this one. Almost has great composition, great instrumentation. I actually enjoy this song quite a bit. Next one, the Parchment, another one that's really kind of long. I think this song gets really rocking towards the end, but again, it feels like it takes a long time for this song to really kind of to tell its story, so to speak. The last track on this album, Hell on Earth, probably my favorite on this whole album. I would say a true latter-day Maiden classic. Again, kind of a long intro, but once the song like hits, it gives me the tinglies. Like when it first hits, it's that classic Maiden type sound. You get the galloping rhythm there. Great guitar harmonies on that one. Really great performances from the band on this throughout. I think Bruce, he's still a hell of a singer. Is he 100% of what he was in his heyday? I can't say that, but that doesn't mean he sounds like crap either. I think he's still pretty damn good. This song, again, it has this this cinematic feel to it, like some of the other last tracks on this album. About 2/3 of the way in, it kind of has this quiet, contemplative type section, but then the song kind of rocks again towards the end. Latter day classic for sure, I think, and definitely my favorite off the album, as I was saying. So overall, what do I think of this album? I think it's good. Like I said, I like it. Do I love it as some of those other classic albums from the 80s? I would say no. I don't think it hits the heights of any of those classic Maiden albums. But I would say on a scale from 1 to 5, I would say it's definitely a 3.5. It could be a 4, I think, if they had shortened some of these songs. Some of the parts almost sound a little bit repetitive, but not bad. Overall, I do enjoy it. I think this is an album, though, it definitely takes some patience to really get into it. If you're someone who doesn't have the patience for longer compositions, you might not like this album. You might not get into it. But if you can appreciate some of those longer compositions and take the time to really sit back and listen to the album and get into it, I think you'll enjoy it. I would say of some of the latter day albums that Maiden has done from Brave New World onwards, I might say this is their best one since Brave New World. I still think I like Brave New World better than this one, but I think I might like this one a little bit better than the last one. But I don't know. Like to hear your comments and hear what you think of this album below in the video, of course. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I do have some more videos planned, some other album reviews coming up. I'm hoping also to do some album rankings. So if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, keep rocking.